Now, let's talk about what skin hunger and touch starvation is. Now, this man is suffering from skin hunger after divorcing his wife. Now, he was a software engineer. He spent his days hunched over a computer, and even when he was not working on official business, he was still working. Now, when he had finally married his girlfriend, they had been together 6 years, Dean felt like his life was complete. Now, how many of you feel like your life is complete right now? Whether you're married or not, do you feel that your life is complete? Well, he had a job of his dreams. He had that job of his dreams and the woman he loved by his side. And for men, how does that feel to have the woman you love by your side? And because we don't hear a lot of good things about relationships anymore, we see a lot of broken relationships and we see a lot of killings and murders and killings of newborn babies and just people battling with each other. And it's all about money these days. So, but within the first year of matrimony, things grew pretty stale. So you have to keep things going good. You got to keep it on fire and hot and have date nights and all the good thing and touchy touchy puddle cuddle doody doody do. You know what I'm saying? But Dean's wife suggested weekly date nights to spice things up. And isn't that something? You know, that's a good idea. Let's go on some dates. Let's set it up. Let's put it on the calendar and get excited about spending time with each other. Remember how much we loved each other before we tied the knot? But Dean worked late on most nights. So Dean's wife was well aware that he was an unapologetic workaholic before they wed. See, she knew all of that. But he promised her that he would slow down after they paid down some of their debt. You know, a lot of times women are understanding like that. We are, and I'm not trying to say men aren't, but a lot of times women are, and they put up with a lot of stuff in relationships. Let's just tell the truth about it. So Dean's work was stressful, but he could always find solace in the arms of his wife, no matter what challenges met him along the way. Men, do you feel that way? That you could always find solace in the arms of your wife? He loved how she would brush the stray hairs away from his eyes, brush them away, and how she would reach for his hand on the rare occasion they would go out, reaching for his hand. And although plenty of clues indicated that things could be better between them, Dean was convinced that they were in it for the long haul. And he was utterly shocked when she finally asked for a divorce. Mm. Now, why would you be shocked, Dean, knowing that you were not putting your all and all in? You promised to change, and you did not. You reneged on the promises. And you know what? That hurts women when men renege on the promises that they've made. Because some women, if they know you're gonna renege on the promises, guess what they'll do? They won't marry you. But she went on and she married him, and he reneged on those promises. So Dean, though, was convinced they were in it for the long haul, and he was utterly shocked when she finally asked for a divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. She didn't want the house or alimony. How many women you know don't want the alimony and they don't want the house? They just want to move on, free to do who they want to be with and who they want to be, free to be who you want to be and who you want to be with. Okay, all she wanted was her name. See, her name gives her an opportunity to be free who she wants to be, free to be who she wants to be and who she wants to be with. And then some women just want their name back. They don't want to be attached to, somebody else's name. So I can understand. So after the divorce, Dean noticed how moody and agitated he felt. So he went on to succumb to that divorce. He gave her what she wanted. He signed them papers, but he was agitated. He was moody, and he chalked it up to the post-divorce blues. And I'm not laughing about Dean because you know what? A lot of times you need to go to counseling once you go through a divorce. And I'm trying to be a storyteller here, y'all, as y'all can see. But however, it can be very hurtful to actually go through a divorce. It's very painful, it really is. So, I'm not trying to make light of it, but that's what was going on. And so he busied himself with work and more work, just as he did when they were married. So he went back to his old ways. And then whenever I talk to Dean, he still mentions his wife. And so it's been 5 years and he still misses her like crazy. That was his first wife, it sounds like in this story. and he still is missing her. Some people never get over their first love, so or their first wife. So of course she has since moved on and is now remarried. Well, Dean, she's off limits, so you're going to have to move on. And I hope that you do move on, Dean, and that you can find someone. God will bring a wife that that's going to be compatible to you. But Dean, there are some things that you need to work on yourself before you get involved in another relationship. That means stop being a workaholic. Because let me tell you, Dean, if something happens to you where you can't do that job, they are going to get somebody else to do it, Dean. So, because it doesn't say that you were self-employed, it says you worked for a company. You got a good job, so you working your butt off, but it's at the expense of your relationships and your family. So, um, so he goes on and says he didn't realize it while they were together, but her affection made him feel better. But how better did it make you feel? Because it really didn't change your behavior, Dean. So, feelings is good to feel better, but what are you doing to be better? See, there's a difference in feeling better and being better. Okay? So her touch was an antidote for the anxious feelings that would creep into his head, and now his skin is hungry all the time. So let's really talk about what skin hunger is. Skin hunger, it's an affection uh, def, um, deprivation. So your skin is being deprived of affection. It's a deep, almost physical desire for contact with another person. It might be the longing to hug someone or even something as simple as having your arm touched by another. A 2017 research study found that social touch is a powerful force in human development, shaping social reward, attachment, cognitive communication, and emotional regulation from infancy and throughout life. Now, the signs and symptoms of touch starvation. Touch starvation, skin hunger, can manifest in various ways, both physical and emotional. And emotional. Physically, you may feel restless, fidgety, or even experience headaches or body aches. Emotionally, you may feel lonely, anxious, depressed, or irritable. You may also crave human interaction and physical contact more than usual. Now, touch starvation refers to the longing for touch or physical contact from other living beings. It typically occurs when a person experiences little to no physical contact for a prolonged amount of time. And that's coming from Medical News Today, Louise Morales Brown. And then it says, how does touch deprivation impact our bodies? Not only does physical touch positively affect our emotional well being, but a reassuring touch from another also has physiolo- uh, physiological benefits, according to Psychology Today. So when we go without touch, our bodies produce higher levels of the stress hormone cortisol. This can lead to many health problems, including high blood pressure, anxiety, and depression. Skin hunger may be a contributing factor in insomnia and chronic pain. Now, practical tools to help combat skin hunger. If you find yourself suffering from skin hunger, here are a few things that might temporarily help alleviate the symptoms. Self massage or skin bruising. Gently rubbing or massaging your skin can help to ease the aches and pains associated with affection, deprivation, and then spend time around animals. Animals are known to have a common effect on humans. Spending time around animals can help to reduce stress and anxiety levels. So he might need to get a puppy or something, or if he can get away from being such a workaholic, get a little puppy that he can, cuddle with. Because puppies are really cute. Even dogs are cool. Some people like cats. I wasn't really into cats. I like dogs. I have a dog and he loves to be all up on you. He likes that touch. He really does. He's an Australian Shepherd. He likes that touch. But cats like to do that when they like to cuddle at times and then they don't want to be touched. But I've never been into cats. I wasn't raised around cats. But maybe an animal, I would say get a little dog to spend time with a dog. And then hug more often. Hugging family and friends is a great way to get the physical touch you need. And no, they were saying that you shouldn't hug in a pandemic, so everybody's doing the fist bump, things like that. So, if you feel comfortable hugging someone and you've been vaccinated and boosted up and masked and hands are clean and all that, and you know how you can hug, side hugs and stuff, but something to get some hugs in. and then join a cuddle party. Now, let a cuddle party. You know what a cuddle party is? Let me read what a cuddle party is. It are social events where people gather together to cuddle. Now, I've never heard of cuddle parties, but that's just what it is. They it's a social event where people get together to cuddle, excuse me. They're a great way to get some non-sexual human touch in a safe and comfortable environment. So how to organize a cuddle puddle, you people. Now, you might want to call up some friends and say, I'm organizing a cuddle puddle, this cuddle party, and send out some cards. Maybe, hey, maybe people will be interested. I've never been to one. I don't even know if I would want to go to one. I'm not sure. But anyway, it sounds interesting. And then a weighted blanket, a weighted blanket. They are becoming an increasingly popular way to ease anxiety and promote relaxation. The pressure of the blanket has a common effect on the nervous system, which can help to reduce the symptoms of affection deprivation. Now, affection deprivation is a real and serious problem that can negatively affect our health. If you struggle with skin hunger, you can do a few things to ease the symptoms. Seek out human touch whenever possible, whether through hugging, cuddling, or massage. You can also try using a weighted blanket to help soothe and calm your nervous system temporarily. Now, don't go out there and just be trying to hug on anyone because you might get punched, you might get jacked, or anything more serious or fatal may happen. So don't go out there and do that. But if you know people that you're close to, that you can hug, a family member, or you have children, hug your children. Hug them every day. Children need to be hugged. When they get older, they be like, quit hugging me. They don't want. But when they're younger, hug your children, hug your babies, hug on them, love them, cuddle them. See, when you have a baby, you can cuddle them. If you have a puppy, you can cuddle a puppy. You can cuddle a kitten. Those are things. And some people have pet rabbits that they hold in their hand and brush and cuddle, smooth on the fur, whatever they doing. So those are some things. Or you can go get a massage if you can afford a massage. Go get you a massage, and they can do what they need to do to your skin to touch your skin and work out the kinks, that where you ain't got some kinks going on, and work out the tightness in your muscles and stuff. And even yoga might help you, just getting in there and stretching to get those kinks out. But about touching, I don't know about all that, but that will help get the kinks out. And then try using a weighted blanket, to soothe and calm your nervous system temporarily. So, although, I'm telling the story, but there's some good knowledge here that I'm dropping because I've never heard of skin hunger and touch starvation. Really had never heard of that before. So, you know what? God bless you all on today. Share this information. You never know who's suffering from this. You never know, and if somebody's a workaholic and they're married and their relationship is suffering, you might want to reconsider all of the workaholic behavior that you're expressing and displaying in your relationship, and think about that. Are you okay financially? Did you pay the bills down and the debt down? Because there are people that are patient. Women can be very patient, and in relationships. So men, think about that. And then if you are dealing with a workaholic wife, or a partner, that happens too. Women can become workaholics as well too. But when you get in a relationship, you have to consider each other. Always consider each other's feelings in the relationship and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be working tonight, working late tonight. But you know what? I want to make some time for us tomorrow or this weekend so we can spend some time together. And understand that if you renege on those promises, believe me, you will not be in that land where you made those promises. It's going to be a new land. That person is going to take their stuff, and either they're going to put you out or they're going to take their stuff and they're going to move to a new land. So do not make promises that you cannot keep in the land that you are residing in together, in that same space or whatever. Do not make promises you cannot keep, because those promises that you break are disappointing to your loved one. So God bless you all on today. Peace out. Love you. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always stopping by my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please leave your respectful comments below. And men, chime in and put your comments on what you think about this as well, including women. But men, I want to hear from you as well. Bye.